Since weather forecasts can get rather complex, the Weather Prediction Center creates products that communicate the impacts nationally while focusing on extreme weather events regionally. Jacob Morse explains.
To get a snapshot of the current pattern, the Weather Prediction Center draws surface analysis maps with fronts and areas of high and low pressure every 3 hours. They serve as a starting point for national forecast maps that project these fronts into the future, serving as an easy-to-understand snapshot of hazardous weather expected in the next few days. The WPC also creates precipitation forecasts that combine many weather forecast models into one map that meteorologists adjust.
So it's kind of our job to analyze those models, decide which ones we like, and then we have specialized blending tools at WPC that we use.
For areas expected to get a lot of rain in a short time, WPC draws maps highlighting areas at risk for flash flooding on a scale from marginal to high.
We don't issue high risks on our excessive rainfall outlooks very often, but when we do, they need to be taken seriously because they do account for the vast majority of deadly flash flooding days.
This is typically associated with thunderstorms and tropical cyclones.
We work really closely with National Hurricane Center during the tropical season to provide rainfall and flash flood forecasts for landfalling tropical systems.
Localized areas are also identified for imminent flash flooding by the WPC. In the winter, various products are produced by the WPC to communicate the severity and probabilities of snow and ice. The Weather Prediction Center is at the foundation of communicating the nation's weather story 24/7, helping fellow meteorologists and the public. For your news leader, I'm Jacob Morse.
Next week, Jacob will tell us more about the Storm Prediction Center. Well, predictions around here seem rather encouraging, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. Good looking weather for the weekend. Here is a Weather Prediction Center outlook for the next 7 days on precip. And what I like about this, a lot of computer modeling, as Jacob mentioned, but you've got to have that human interpretation, meteorologists looking at this data. And that's why it changes every day. But even with this storm, we said most of that rain would be in Montana. That's exactly what happened. We've been forecasting that for over a week here. Well, now the trend for the next week, and we're going to see this come true because already things are set in motion for a lot of moisture here for the southeast states. The Gulf Coast area could have between 3 and 6 inches of rain.